We just had a crazy news cycle with Israel and Iran getting in a war, then the US getting involved and dropping a bomb on their nuclear sites, and then a ceasefire in the following days. This is just one example of how fast-paced and changing the news cycle can be. Just a couple months ago, we were talking so much about the tariff news. How do we think about this news cycle constantly changing? Well, I recently came across a great video of Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger talking about how they think about macroeconomics and the news of the day while making their investing decisions. And although their answer was decades ago, it is still very relevant today. And their answer could be put very simply: ignore the news and focus on the individual businesses you're investing in. You should be putting the overwhelming amount of analysis into the actual companies you're investing in. That is what will determine success. So I'll play that clip, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you a little bit of an update of what I've been doing in the volatility around the Iran war news.
If you're agnostic about those macro factors and therefore devote all your time to thinking about the individual businesses and the individual opportunities, it's a way more efficient way to behave, at least with our particular talents and lacks thereof.
If you're right about the businesses, you'll end up doing fine. We don't know, and we don't think about when something will happen. We think about what will happen. It's not so difficult to figure out what will happen. It's impossible in our view to figure out when it will happen. So we focus on what will happen. This company in 1890 or thereabouts, the whole company sold for $2,000. It's got a market value now of about 50-odd billion. Somebody could have said to the fellow who was buying this in 1890, you're going to have a couple of great world wars, and you'll have the panic of 1907. All these things will happen. And wouldn't it be a better idea to wait? We can't afford that mistake, basically. Yeah.
I know, Mr. Buffett, that you've said that you don't read what other people say about the market or the economy. But do either you or Charlie have an opinion about how you think things are going to go? Are you bullish or bearish?
You may have trouble believing this, but Charlie and I never have an opinion about the market because it wouldn't be any good, and it might interfere with the opinions we have that are good. If we're right about a business, if we think a business is attractive, it would be very foolish for us to not take action on that because we thought something about what the market was going to do or anything of that sort, because we just don't know. And to give up something that you do know and that is profitable for something that you don't know and won't know because of that, it doesn't make any sense to us, and it doesn't really make any difference to us. I mean, I bought my first stock, I think, in probably April of 1942 when I was 11. And since then, I mean, actually World War II didn't look so good at that time. I mean, the prospects, they really didn't. I mean, we were not doing well in the Pacific, and I'm not sure I calculated that into my purchase of my 3 shares. But I mean, just think of all the things that have happened since then, atomic weapons and major wars and presidents resigning and all kinds of things, massive inflation at certain times. To give up what you're doing well because of guesses about what's going to happen in some macro way just doesn't make any sense to us. The best thing that can happen from Berkshire's standpoint, we don't wish this on anybody, but over time, is to have markets that go down a tremendous amount. I mean, we are going to be buyers of things over time. Now, if you're going to be buyers of groceries over time, you like grocery prices to go down. If you're going to be buying cars over time, you like car prices to go down. We buy businesses. We buy pieces of businesses, stocks. And we're going to be much better off if we can buy those things at an attractive price than if we can't. So we don't have any fear at all. I mean, what we fear is an irrational bull market that's sustained for some long period of time.
That was a great clip, and I think it's always important to take the long-term perspective and zoom out when you're investing. This recent Iran war news is the latest example of a news story of the day which is definitely important in its own way and hopefully is now in the rearview mirror. And while it's always very interesting to talk about macroeconomic factors, whether it's potential wars or just the economy or inflation, you shouldn't let that change or be the main factor in your investing strategy. Ultimately, it's all about the businesses you're investing in. It would look silly to sell a business like Microsoft because you were worried about the Iran war or you were worried a few months ago about tariffs. This is a company with real structural growth, benefiting from technology trends that will be around for decades. The growth of Microsoft's cloud business and the whole backdrop of the AI trend is going to continue. So I think this is an important moment for all of us to take a look at our portfolios and refocus on the actual individual businesses we're investing in. I love news and politics as much as the other guy, but when it comes to investing, that is not the core decision maker. And frankly, some news cycles and thoughts around macroeconomics can impact the market and create volatility that gives you opportunities as a long-term investor. Just this week, I added to my position in Hess Midstream, ticker symbol HESM. And last week, I did a full stock analysis video on it. It dipped a few percent this week, and I used that as an opportunity to continue building my position. And that's because I understand the business, and I think it's an attractive valuation. And frankly, that's true regardless of what happened in the Iran war. This is not the first, and it will not be the last. We'll likely have probably 10 more events like this year at this rate. So today, I really just wanted to share that clip I found and kind of put everyone in the right investing mindset. Keep your focus on the businesses. I know that's what I'm going to try to do. And if you want to see my stock analysis content, subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and there will be more videos on the way. Thanks for watching.